Well, look, we've got lots of coverage of Trooping the Colour today, some special programmes coming up from 10 o'clock. But in the meantime, our royal correspondent Cameron Walker is already down at Buckingham Palace for us. I mean, this is really positive news, Cameron, and something to look forward to today, to get a glimpse of the Princess of Wales.
Yeah, it really is, Stephen, and I could hardly contain my excitement yesterday breaking the news with Emily Carver on GB News. And the comments we were getting from our viewers was just so humbling and so enlightening. The Princess, of course, released a very personal, intimate message to the nation, explaining that she will be here in London, central London, for Trooping the Colour later on, that she is doing well, but of course it's a note of caution because she has good days and bad days. This should not be seen as her returning to a full programme of public duties, but she has chosen Trooping the Colour to be her first engagement back, the first official engagement we've seen her at since Christmas Day last year. So it has been a long time coming. The King has given his blessing. He said to be delighted that his daughter-in-law will be attending his birthday parade here today, because of course the main focal point is His Majesty the King and celebrating his official birthday. But when I arrived here 45 minutes ago, Stephen and Nan, I couldn't believe it because there were people already camped out on the Mall. I think we might have a shot of it, actually. And I spoke to a number of the people there. Anne and Grace, for example, they've got two life-sized cutouts of both the King and the Princess of Wales. You just see some Union flags being draped on the barriers there. Some people have been here since 3:30 p.m. yesterday afternoon, so even before the news about the Princess had started to spread. And there were rumours that the Princess of Wales was going to just be appearing on the balcony, and there's been a lot of speculation about that this week. There you are, Grace and Anne with the two cardboard cutouts on your screens now for those of you watching on television. But we're getting the full shebang from the Princess of Wales. She will be travelling in a state carriage from Buckingham Palace with her three children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis. Will travel down the Mall, where no doubt crowds will be very much lining that road, and then we'll go to Horse Guards Parade and we'll watch the parade from the Major General's office, formerly the Duke of Wellington's office, and then we'll appear on the balcony with the rest of the royal family to watch the fly past as well. Now, it's number 9 Irish Guards who are trooping their colour this year. The Princess of Wales, Colonel of the Irish Guards. She is not going to be taking the royal salute, though, which would usually be the case. It appears adaptations have been made for the Princess, because instead Lieutenant General James Bucknell will be taking the salute on her behalf. So it's slow and steady wins the race, but as you say, Anne and Stephen, it's just such happy news to wake up to on a Saturday morning.
It is absolutely brilliant. And the great thing is, I mean, don't know how much she chose today to make her sort of a small comeback, but it is going to be a lineup that basically will be saying to the nation, the royal family's okay, we've had rough times, but we're doing all right. And that's an important message, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, Anne, and the balcony moment is the kind of focal point for the royal family's year. It's a chance for the public to see a symbol of who's in and who's out in terms of royal favourability, and having just working members of the royal family on the balcony, as we expect to be the case this year, I think would have been quite a sad image without the Princess of Wales there. So I think a lot of people are incredibly happy that the future Queen and the Princess of Wales will be on the balcony supporting her father-in-law, His Majesty the King, on his birthday parade as well. And I think it's a chance really for the nation to celebrate. But of course there is a note of caution, because as the Princess said in her message, she has good days and bad days. She's still got a couple of months of preventative chemotherapy to go. She says on the bad days she has to just give in to her body and just rest, but on the good days she can do the things she enjoys, and that is part of her recovery. So she'll do the school run, she'll do outings with the children, but this is the first time we're going to see her back on a public engagement. I understand she's also been doing bits of work from home, but she's going to be taking it at her own pace.
Yeah, fair enough. Cameron, thank you very much indeed. We'll catch up with you later on, of course. In the meantime, let's talk to royal broadcaster Helena Chard, who joins us now. Good to see you, Helena. And I mean, look, what more is there to say in a sense? But it's just so lovely.
Isn't it? This is such an upbeat day to be joining you. I've already had a cheers, a teacup cheers. So elated, I think, along with the world, actually. So excited. And just, we didn't want to start, thinking, you know, when is she coming back? But obviously, when that Colonel Catherine mentioned that she'd be back very soon, sort of had an inkling that she would be going to turn up to Trooping the Colour, and what a day it's going to be. I mean, that report that she put out yesterday, statement, should I say, was just so beautiful. And she writes them herself, and I just think, wow, it's completely humanised her as well, even more. So honest, open, vulnerable, and we're just so thrilled. I personally am, friends, family, everybody I'm working with, we're elated. And I just think it's been done perfectly. I mean, obviously we thought this would happen as well because the family is part of her. And we sort of know that she'd want to support her children and family. And what a day to see her. I mean, we've not seen her since Christmas. So stoic and brave. And, you know, it's so lovely to hear as well how heartened she and her family have been with the thousands and thousands of people, well-wishers, giving their support and talking, and just the beacon of hope that she's been as well to people suffering with cancer and their families. And it's such a positive thing for our royal family. It's so upbeat. I know lots of people have been saying, oh, goodness, you know, Princess Catherine is going to be taking centre stage and be on all the front of the papers. But, you know, she has the King's blessing. We're so excited.
Oh, yes.
It's important that she comes back, and the King recognises that as well. I think the word that stood out to me was the word uncertainty, which is a feeling I think that a lot of people with cancer or illness have. And, you know, I think King Charles, more than anyone, because they're so close, recognises that she needs to get back as soon as possible. But what a day to celebrate. I mean, remembering what it's all about. I mean, yes, it's the fanfare and everything that goes with it, but it's a unique opportunity as well for the royal family and King Charles and the armed forces to sort of say thank you to each other. And it's absolutely perfect. And I'm in celebratory mode already. And I just cannot wait to, there's just so much excitement about today, and so many things I'm looking forward to, including the animals and the horses and Seamus, the Irish wolfhound.
Ah, the wolfhound, yeah, it's always good to see.
Turlock Moor.
Yeah, excellent. Lovely. Helena, we'll leave it there, but good to see you. Thanks very much indeed. It is going to be quite a day, and you can join us later for a very special programme. Andrew Pearce and Ellie Costello presenting live coverage of Trooping the Colour from 10 o'clock this morning here on GB News.